Travis gonna freestyle.
All right. And we're back. Sorry for the delay, guys. But we're up and running now, and can't wait to talk to y'all. Well, welcome to Cruise of the Planet. My name is Tyler Beeson, and hope you're ready. Today we are joined by Kelly Smith, Ren Guidry, and a new face on the podcast, Travis Paul.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Travis will be joining us on the podcast from here on forth, hopefully. Except for those sad days where he won't be.
Yeah, those are bad days.
Yeah, they will be sad days. But we're so happy to be here, have him here with us, and have y'all here with us too. Today we'll be talking about animation. Hopefully, go into some of like its history and its like adaptation to now. Then later we'll take a break and play Who's That Pokemon?
Wait, Pokemon?
Well, more like Who's That Character?
More
like Who's That Character?
I was like, if we're playing
y'all
Pokemon,
losing.
I would be screwed.
Love Pokemon.
What? You mean you don't know Pikachu?
No, I thought it was Clefairy. Okay, does anyone understand that meme reference I just made?
Oh, more than you
Okay.
realize.
Okay, I'm glad someone knows.
Okay, and after we finish with the game, we'll of course go into the great question of the week. What is your favorite animation studio? All right. But before we get into all that, of course. How's everyone doing?
Doing all right.
Big chillin'.
Big chillin'.
We big chillin'.
How do you like being here, Travis?
Oh, it's great. Here at the radio station, it's very nice. You know, you just research music, have a good time, and you get to do cool things like this. Like, it's my first podcast with the boys and the girl. my bad, Kelly. But so we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about some cool stuff, and yeah, let's just do it.
Tyler, how are you doing?
Me? Ah, man. Well, we just had technical difficulties, and those never make me happy.
Yeah.
But they're up and running now, and so I'm feeling better.
So
Nice.
Kelly, you got a
How about you, Kelly? You doing all right?
salt to add to the dish?
What an analogy.
she's salty.
No, I'm fine, mostly.
You got your Fire Emblem game, and now you're good.
And a really big pot of soup that I've been eating leftovers of dinner for like 4 days.
Ooh.
Soup's where it's at.
Love
Soup
soup.
is where it's at.
Speaking of foods, don't food always just look great in anime?
Dude, they make that look amazing.
Dude,
It
I
is
watched Howl's Moving
crazy.
Castle literally 2 days ago. It's insane how good just like bacon and eggs look in that movie.
Yeah.
Why does breakfast always look so good?
Yo, is there a way you
in
can pull up
anime?
like a picture of a good meal from
Show
the show?
the bowl from Ponyo.
Ponyo, that animation. What are the studios called?
That's Studio Ghibli.
Dude, their
Amazing.
food. When they see food on
That's Howl's Moving Castle. That's what I was
Oh
just
my
talking about.
gosh.
Yeah. No. Something about the way Hayao Miyazaki draws food, absolutely insane.
Yeah. I've only seen like 2 of their movies,
Oh
but
my gosh, look at this.
This is all animated.
This is
Yeah.
all anime food. Which one is? I don't know which one is Ponyo.
Just like look up
Yeah,
the Ponyo food.
Ponyo food.
I don't know.
Ponyo
Ponyo's a
food.
great movie. You know Frankie Jonas is in that
it
movie.
Yo?
Ponyo.
Ponyo?
Ponyo. Ponyo.
Ooh, that's some
She's a fish, I think.
Sir, she's a fish.
Dream fish.
Kind of a fish. She has a fish priest for a dad.
Fish.
Ponyo is an interesting movie.
Yeah, it's a great
I haven't
movie.
seen that movie in forever.
It's roughly based on The Little Mermaid, right? I would think.
Nah.
No? I mean, come on. it's
Is that
got
like a human
father.
fish or something?
Ponyo is kind of a fish.
She's a goldfish.
She
that
takes, like,
becomes
human
a
form.
Human, yeah.
Becomes best friends with Frankie Jonas's character.
Yeah.
Frankie
Mm.
Jonas.
Yeah, the little brother of the Jonas Brothers, the 4th Jonas brother
Oh.
that never got to be part of the band.
That's messed up.
And so he's finally making his way in the world.
I mean, Ponyo was like 2012, but yeah.
Was it really 2012?
Yeah.
It
I
was-
remember seeing that in the movie theaters.
It was in the
Theater.
theaters, I believe.
Oh, look
I
at
thought it was.
Theater.
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 It was a
What?
thing. It was a
You
thing.
you said theater.
I think
What, did I say it wrong?
No.
Oh, what's
Was it
the
me or him?
Theater? How do you say it?
I just say like movie theater. Let's
Well,
go
my
to the
girlfriend already
theater.
messes with me enough because I say stuff wrong.
I mean,
How'd you say
I
it,
don't think
Randy?
it matters either way. I just thought it was
I
funny.
know.
Yes. Well, food always looks great in anime.
It
You know?
does. Very nice segue. Thank you.
I will say,
Thank
that if
you.
anyone's
I
seen
have
Dragon
about time I
Ball,
had one.
in Dragon Ball Super, they make the food look really good.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's
It's
Mm.
old food in anime.
just-
I
It makes
have
you
to
hungry.
say, I
Anime
have to
food.
say, I'm not the biggest fan of Toei Animation.
You're not?
No,
Dragon Ball is
What?
it's a good show.
I don't think
But it's lacking a little
that-
story.
the art styles of like their biggest
it-
properties being like Dragon Ball and One Piece. I don't think they
Uh,
look.
Okay, can I?
Hey, Dragon Ball's cool though.
We are not going on another One Piece rant.
I'm not gonna go on a One Piece rant.
You a One Piece guy?
as long as you promise not to go on a Fire Emblem rant.
Oh,
Fire
yeah,
Emblem
he
is
is.
not what we're talking about
Yeah,
here.
it better not be.
I
Uh,
wasn't
how
even
much-
planning on bringing it up. It has no room here.
Well, you're gonna tell me that the attack animations in Fire Emblem aren't cool?
They are, but that's a little different than the animation that we're talking about.
Actually, in my book, it's the exact same thing. They're both animations.
They are both animations.
They are, but I
There are
was
video-
under the impression we were sticking to like shows and
No.
movies.
Oh no.
Any
no, no,
type
no.
of animation.
Animation in general.
Mm.
is
Okay,
our
I'll make
topic
you a
today.
deal. I won't bring up Fire Emblem if you don't bring up One Piece.
I'm gonna say
You have
one
20 seconds each.
the animation in the most recent One Piece arc for like the raid has been phenomenal. Just how it's been drawn
Yeah.
and done is really beautiful. That's all I gotta say.
I've grown
Early
to
One Piece,
respect more.
yeah, but it also
Animation.
this that animation was as old as we are.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
time
I don't know.
difference.
I just Toei is not my favorite.
How do you spell Toei?
Toei.
Who made Naruto?
Yeah. Because when Naruto be slurping on them noodles, I swear I get hungry.
Every time.
Ichiraku ramen.
He's like 50 bowls.
Yo, wait, do y'all know who made Naruto?
It's not-
Not
it's
off
not-
the top of my
It's
head.
not Toby Studios?
Oh,
I
did they do
think it might be.
Digimon?
I would guess
Digimon.
Naruto. I would
Get
guess
that outta
maybe
here.
Madhouse.
Hey, that's where it's at for my book.
Pokemon, man.
No, Digimon.
Ah, get out of here, bruh.
Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Yeah.
Bakugan was cool.
I don't know.
Thank
I
you.
think Naruto fits into like the
Beyblade.
Madhouse style that, like the style that Madhouse as an animation studio has.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like Madhouse a lot.
My house is really good.
I like
They-
Shrek.
Shrek.
Shrek, DreamWorks? Come on, bro. Yeah.
That hey,
The
you know
best.
that's a good point. We do
Old
need to talk
Pixar.
about
Controversial opinion. I don't very much like 3D
How do you
animation.
say that?
I don't think
Period.
that's a controversial
Period.
opinion.
Period.
I agree.
I don't think there's a. I think most people do not like 3D animation. I think it's hard to pull off well.
Some people
I do
do
not
it
think it's
really well,
impossible.
though.
I
There are some really good 3D animated shows.
I like
true.
old Pixar shows like Cars,
Pixar is good.
Toy Story.
No, like that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't like the 3D animation like what like Pixar and DreamWorks is doing overall.
Why?
You don't
Why?
like that?
Explain.
I like- okay,
Explain.
I mean,
okay.
you aren't a fan of Shrek?
No, I love
Good.
Shrek. But
Okay,
that's the
that's
exception, not the rule.
Shrek's cool.
No, my viewpoint on it is that like when you're working in 3D animation, okay. With 2D animation, let me explain it like this. With 2D animation, I feel like there's more room to work around like with a specific art style. And so they end up like 2D works being a lot more stylized, whereas a lot of like the elements and the aesthetics and the styles of 3D animations tend to blur together for me, and they all just kind of look like the same thing. And I think when you're talking about animation and an art style that's like so heavily kind of characterized by art, having something that makes it look different, that really sets it apart, is important. And I think a
Well-
good example of that is Studio Ghibli, because like those movies are like, people know Studio Ghibli, people know Hayao Miyazaki's work, whereas you get into like The Secret of Arity and some of like the more recent Studio Ghibli films that have elements of 3D animation in them, and they kind of just look like other 3D animated things. They don't look like Studio Ghibli movies.
Mm.
Well, you can only do so much because it's like they're trying to make it look real without trying to make it look real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's a
Well,
weird way to put
yeah.
it. but
No, it
I don't
makes
think
sense because
only
they do that
do
with
so
video
much.
games
I don't think
too
that's
now.
the point either. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people use 3D animation as just a way to make things to speed up the process.
Think so?
Okay, I'm not talking like about the method of like 3D animation. I'm talking like that style that like Toy Story, like Shrek are in. Like it doesn't look like an anime. It's that kind of like Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well,
You're gonna have to explain. Like, I can understand the
talking about
idea of behind
art
why
style?
Studio Ghibli has made its mark, because it is very distinguishable between other anime, in that it looks different. The way they draw their caricatures.
Okay,
Mm.
I am.
Meanwhile, you look at other 3D anime, and I can understand the idea between looking at 3D animation between the years and thinking that a lot of it looks the same.
Well, yeah, but then you also have like they're starting to use the technique of 3D animation in more animes and stuff, and like you can tell that it's being used, but it's not the same thing. I'm talking 3D animation in the sense of like what DreamWorks Pixar was doing, like that style of
Like old school. Like,
Well, you
like
also
like
gotta know
Cars,
that-
Shrek, Toy Story, like the style that those are in. Like that's what I'm talking
Well,
about. They all just
also,
kind of look like the same
listen,
thing.
they're very old. That was when all that stuff was just coming out. Like think
Yeah.
of like the first
don't know.
Jurassic Park. Instead
I
of
think
using
that Shrek has a very different style in the case between Shrek and Cars.
well, before any animation came out, they used stop motion to animate. Like the dinosaur chasing, they used stop motion for that. Did y'all
Oh,
know
yeah.
that?
Mm.
Well, for which one are you talking about?
The first Jurassic Park. They used a
Well,
lot
yes,
of stop
they
motion.
did. They used there was a lot of puppets
Yeah,
and stuff like that, and I think that's
it's very interesting. But
very interesting.
the reason
That's good-
why-
that's a good one to
are
bring
you
up,
are you
actually. I like that.
talking like you don't like it because of the way it looks?
Yeah, just personally, I just don't like it very much.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's not my thing.
It's a preference
Well, I
thing.
mean, compare it to like the newest animated movies. Like, what's a good animated movie that just came out?
Puss
that
in
looks
You're
Boots.
talking like
Puss in Boots,
Put some boots.
Into
That-
the Spider-Verse. That's an amazing
no, see,
animated
Into the
movie.
Spider-Verse is
That
decidedly
is
not what I'm talking about because Into
amazing.
the Spider-Verse is so good.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Haven't seen
I
it.
am talking like Puss in Boots, like that style of kind of like where it has
It's
more
like- it's like
dimension than other like
cartoon-
animated works.
It's like 3D cartoon. almost.
Yeah,
I like that.
that.
It's
That's
so
what I'm talking
different.
about. It's not my thing.
It's very different.
Mm.
I
Oh, so you're
like
talking
it.
about like what 3D cartoon?
Yeah, that kind of like the 3D style of like that cartoonish thing that's like so like in Western animation.
Okay.
Like that specifically, like what DreamWorks Pixar is doing.
Explain Western animation. Like, are you just talking about America?
No, basically when you're referring to like the West, it's generally like Europe and the Americas.
Oh, just anything outside of.
Like that kind of
Asia.
like Eurasia, like Eastern
Okay,
Europe.
yeah.
I don't think is like totally. What's chat saying?
Early 3D animation looks pretty bad,
It does look bad.
these days.
These days, yeah. But back then, that
Uh,
was the best. That's
it
all we
was,
knew.
like-
Yeah, like
Uh,
Jimmy
it was
Neutron.
amazing. Yeah, Jimmy
Neutron's
Neutron.
trash animation.
It's
Yeah,
terrible.
I'm reading stories about Jimmy Neutron's days growing up, and it was just like, yeah, the studio was on fire almost every week. There's
wait.
constant hair clipping.
Okay, I think I have a better explanation. That gave me just like that actually gave me like a thing. I think I know how to explain this a little bit better. The early Disney like movies, when you're talking something like Cinderella, Snow White, they're all charming and they have like a shared art style
Like-
overall.
like the hand drawn.
Yeah. So like they share the style obviously. Like you can tell they're made by the same like studio going over it, but they each have their own distinctive thing. Whereas you're moving into the golden age of Disney right now with like Frozen, Moana, Brave, and Tangled. And yes, those movies look amazing. And they have their own unique aesthetics as relates to the world in those movies, but they all overwhelmingly kind of look the same.
Well,
That's true.
I mean, how are
I
you
don't
gonna
know if I
animate?
necessarily agree.
How can you
the way
animate?
that their character design does have their own different way of being things. And personally, between looking at the old Disney princess movies, I think that they have a more defined style. And it's not a lot, but I do think that they have a much more defined style.
I disagree. I think the older ones are more charming.
Well, I think if you look at
Why?
Snow White and Cinderella, they look a lot more similar than something than Encanto and Turning Red.
I mean, yes, but you're also comparing two white characters to what, a Chinese character and South American?
I guess the
Like to make that point, you would have to pick people of the same thing.
Well, I'm not just talking about one person in Turning Red. All of the people, not everyone in Turning Red is.
See,
Asian.
they all a lot of the newer age ones to me, other than like the hair or the eye color or whatever, they all just kind of look the same to me. And I just prefer the older like Disney animated things. Like that's just, and I'm not saying that the 3D, style is like bad. Obviously, it's just not my thing.
Yeah, I think 2D is like way superior. I do agree with you with that.
I think there's more room to develop a style in the 2D
Yeah.
like sense. Like you can stylize it more.
Be more
and-
unique with it. One thing that
Yes.
really gets me mad, like, have y'all seen Baki by any chance?
Yes.
What really makes me mad is when they started putting the 3D animation into the Baki series. It's so like
looks off.
cheesy.
It looks
and
off.
It's
It-
so bad.
And that's already a show with like a kind of weird art style.
Yeah, and they do that to you.
Yeah.
Nah, that's trash.
The
That's a
I used to love watching kids. I never really paid attention to the animation. It's all about the story. If you don't have a good story, you can't have
Yeah.
a
I do
good
believe in the
animation.
end that is what
You got
counts.
it.
I haven't
True.
seen the Into the Red. I haven't seen that. Is it a good movie?
I haven't started
Turning
to-
Red.
It's
You also-
Turning Red.
You also got to think time and money are also being spent in animating and drawing.
That's true.
these.
So,
So animating a 3D, I feel like would take a lot longer than animating like just the few like frames
Not-
instead of like
necessarily that is going to depend on the motive, like what you're doing to get that 3D style, because like if you're doing like stop motion or claymation, obviously that is going to take much
take
longer, but a lot of
forever.
3D animation like these days is very much dependent on like computer rendering,
Yeah, that's true.
so it can oftentimes be faster than hand drawing.
Yeah.
like
stuff.
think about the new Avatar movie. They did an amazing job. They made that movie look real.
Yeah, that's a great
It's
movie.
It was amazing.
That is a
I
great
lo-
movie.
I
Lil
love
Mosey
that
was in
movie.
it.
Was he really?
Nah, just playing. You,
Oh,
saw,
I
you,
was
didn't,
like,
you didn't see
what?
that meme going on where it's like,
No.
it's like there's a character looks just like Lil Mosey.
No, you said I didn't remember. It did look. It did look.
But that's also like the Avatar thing. It was CGI. It is computer rendering.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it wasn't. It didn't.
But it's still animation. Though.
I mean, it is, which
Yes.
actually that's a huge point because like James Cameron, the director of Avatar, is very. I'm not his biggest fan of like what he was saying because he. There was a whole thing with the Oscars where people were just like, "Oh, Avatar should be like partially or like should be in the animated category because so much of it is dependent on that CGI, which is animation." And James Cameron is so against that because he like pretty much directly stated that he doesn't like view animation on the same level as he views like regular cinematography.
Mm.
I mean, I agree with that though. I mean,
Well,
animation is completely different than.
No,
like,
no,
a
no.
live
What
No,
he's
no, no,
saying
no.
is he thinks it's lesser.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. No, it is a very different thing.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
that
I
I think
mean,
we
it's like
can all
you
the
can
way
agree.
they tell
Can't compare
their
them.
story mediums is very different, but
Yeah.
yeah, but it is completely possible for a animated story to be above that of a live action film. There are many ways in which the freedoms of animation can even express a story better than that in which is done in anime or in live action.
I think there are several movies that are like popular in today's pop culture that could have easily been animated movies, but there are so many animated movies that just would not transfer into live action at all. Spirited Away is one of like the most popular Studio Ghibli movies.
That's one with the like black character.
No
The
Face.
No
He
Face.
has like wear a black cloak
No
or
Face.
something.
Yeah, with
His
the
name-
mask,
Face.
No
His name is
Face.
No Face.
Yeah, I love No Face. Spirited Away absolutely would not have been as popular as it is if it were a live action movie. There's no dice.
Correct. The freedom that the people had in being able to create that story, being able to show what ghosts and spirits look like. Give me 1 second to.
I've still never seen it. I need to watch it.
Do
you have
if you're
HBO
gonna
Max?
watch one Studio Ghibli
Like
movie, it's gonna be.
Zorro.to.
It needs to be Spirited Away.
I haven't
Okay.
seen it.
You need to see
Never
it.
seen it.
Radio
If-
station
if-
watch
If
party.
you watch
I'm down.
only one, it should be Spirited Away.
Spirited
No,
Away.
I wouldn't actually say Spirited Away. If
Oh,
you're
okay,
if you're saying one Studio Ghibli movie, my pick would either be Castle in the Sky or Princess Mononoke.
Okay, I've heard good things about both of those, and I do agree that Princess Mononoke is a much more mature film for like our generation, for us. So that would be good. But there are just so many different things that Spirited Away has gotten. Like do you know how many like awards Spirited Away has gotten?
I'm well aware Spirited Away. It was like a special interest of mine as a kid, and it's still my favorite Studio Ghibli movie.
It's definitely not it's not as a mature a story as other Studio Ghibli films.
Uh,
Mature, like
mm,
adult. It doesn't have.
I don't know if I would agree with that because the special thing about like Spirited Away is that it has themes that are applicable to young children, especially because Chihiro, the main character, is a 10-year-old girl and she's going through this whole thing. God, I feel so bad for that girl. But it also has like themes that transfer well enough into adulthood that I would say that like if you want to view it through a more mature lens, you are totally able to. But if you want to view it from more of like a childlike lens, like that's the beauty of Spirited Away, I think, is that it's applicable to both. I wouldn't say it's not a mature film, but I also wouldn't say that it is a mature thing. Does that make sense?
I never said it was an immature film.
No. I know, but what you're saying is like Princess Mononoke has like more mature themes. I'm saying I don't think it either is or isn't.
I think it's a darker film, is what I think.
I would agree with that. Yes, I think it's a more nuanced
And
because
I
Princess
think-
Mononoke is like morally gray as a story.
Yes, and that is why, when it comes to like adult and like being an adult, my pick would be Princess Mononoke 2. Okay, that's a.
Wait, who is that?
Lance agrees with you.
Yeah, I am right.
Both story. Well, I don't know. I personally have not. I don't know too much about Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle is nice, but the thing about Howl's Moving Castle is it is an adaptation from a book. And so there is a lot of it that a lot of people do consider it moving fast paced and being that there's a lot of stuff that they kind of leave out. And I do agree with that. It is a movie that moves very, very fast.
Can you look up a picture of Howl's Moving Castle? I'm trying to see if I
Yeah.
remember watching that or not.
Howl's Moving Castle is very good, but there is
What's it
also a
about?
lot of. So there's this guy. His name is Howl. He's a wizard, and he
He
can
moves
turn
the
into a
castle.
bird.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I need to get up to date. I haven't seen any of these things you're talking about. That one?
Howl's Moving Castle is very good,
Okay.
but there, like it's just it moves fast, and there is just a bit of context in world building that's missing because it's a book
You've
adaptation.
probably seen this photo before, Randon. This one.
Which one is that?
yeah.
Yeah. Howl's Moving Castle.
I don't think
Okay.
I've seen the movie, but
I was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, that looks like Haku from Spirited Away, but that's because young Howl with the black hair looks like Haku.
Remember when we talked about Studio Ghibli looks like Studio Ghibli?
I
Studio
know.
Ghibli looks like Studio Ghibli.
But also, I am far away and blind.
Everything's just so nice. Those, man, in that studio, like,
no, everything made
Everything
by
is-
Studio Ghibli
Dude,
is
the
beautiful.
backdrops
mean-
of Howl's Moving Castle look like they could be framed pictures of art in a museum. It's insane.
It's like they don't cut corners. They just
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they get paid
almost
to do that.
not everything is hand drawn, but a lot of it is
Okay.
hand drawn because they want to keep to their core of tradition and the beauty of hand drawn style. There's a lot to be said about hand drawn style and the beauty that can come out of it.
you want to know something interesting? There's a series on Netflix that came out recently. It's an anime, but like 90% of the backdrops are AI generated, and they used AI generated backdrops
Huh, which-
in the show. Isn't that like weird?
I don't like that.
Here,
I know.
we don't have a whole bunch of time before we get on to our segment B. So I do want to talk about something in animation that, since we can all agree that Studio Ghibli is awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What do we think about animation, television, movies, whatever, that kind of cross between different formats of animation? Like
Talking about like Polar Express,
what do you-
like how
The
it's like
Uncanny
hyper
Valley.
realistic, but it doesn't. It's not
No,
real.
no, no,
though.
no.
Okay,
I'm
elaborate
talking
on
like-
what you mean then.
I'm talking about how in Arcane, I have not. Have any of us seen Marcel the shell with shoes on?
What is
No.
that?
I do not know.
What does Lance be watching?
A lot of
What is that
movies?
long paragraph?
We don't need to worry about the long paragraph.
Oh.
But no, I'm talking about things like in Arcane, which is obviously a 3D animated show, but much of their backgrounds are 2D, and they're also I think Beastars also does a lot of 3D animation with 2D animation, and shows like I can't think.
Attack on Titan does a lot of that.
I
It,
think
like,
that's a
puts
conversation.
together.
Like
both.
that's a point that you could strongly, very much talk about video games with, because the early Resident Evil games did that, where it was like the moving parts of it were rendered, but the backdrops were all static, and it was used to create the interesting camera angles that are so very, that characterize the first 3 Resident Evil games. And so it's like, it's that whole thing where it's like, yeah, you can have those like moving rendering parts in the forefront and like have those static backgrounds, and it works perfectly.
Yes, stuff like that is exactly what I want to talk about also. But there's also stuff like some earlier films that had like they were live action films, but they had like cartoon characters in them. Like
Looney Tunes.
Like,
the NBA one,
Oh
right?
yeah.
yes,
the
What do you-
Space
which
Jam.
one? Penguins.
New Space Jam.
Roger Rabbit, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking
I
about.
know what I'm talking about.
With the umbrella,
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Is that not what you're talking about?
It is what I'm talking about with Julie Andrews. Yes.
Yes, Mary Poppins also would run into that same category of it's a live action film that has cartoon in it, in which the two are meant to mingle in a very
Very interesting.
I think
cohesive way.
another very good example of that is an early 2000s French kids cartoon,
Code Lyoko.
Code Lyoko. It uses both 2D animation and 3D animation
And I think
to
that's-
denominate between the two
two
worlds
different-
that it
yes.
exists in.
Have y'all watched Code Lyoko?
It sounds
I've never
familiar.
heard
It sounds
of
really
that.
familiar.
You probably have seen some of it. Let me bring up a picture.
That's so.
Is it the blue guy?
No, it's the one with their foreheads are like the size of their heads.
Okay.
Their foreheads take up like a majority of their heads. It's
Mm.
amazing.
Let me see this.
Yeah, here we go. Try that one.
Yeah, so like when they're in the real
Notice how
world,
he's the only cartoon character.
when they're in the real world, they have like that normal kind of like flatter 2D animation, and when they go to their virtual world, they're all animate, like everything is animated in that like 3D style.
That's cool. Cool
Yeah.
concept.
It's very cool.
It is a really interesting.
They
that's-
also got like a live action adaptation of the show,
Yeah.
and then they also used 2D animation to denominate that same way, where it was live action when they were in the real world, and then that 2D animation when they went into the virtual world.
That's good. That is one thing that I did want to. That is perfect into with the topic I'm talking about, because that's a storytelling device that could not be done naturally. By mixing these two mediums, we were able to add another layer to the storytelling of it,
Mm-hmm.
denominating the two different worlds, exactly as you're saying.
Yep.
Well, there's also I don't know.
Winx Club does something
Do they?
similar to it in its 6th season, I believe, when they do the Serenix and the Harmonix thing. When they go into the whatever it's like a 3D animation style, whereas the rest of the show is like a very 2D animation thing, like that normal kind of style. And that one's an Italian kids cartoon. We're repping all the countries
versus
here.
French,
Versus French, yeah.
which is good because we diversity. Yes. What was it about Winx?
They did something similar to like Winx Club or to Code Lyoko, where it was like when it was normal for like their real world, they were like 2D animation. When they went into a special little
I'm not
area,
as
it was like,
familiar with Winx as I am.
I
Code Lyoko.
am. I know
Okay.
so much about that show. It's disgusting.
All right. Yeah.
It was about fairies.
That's so you. Look at your shirt. Got the fairy vibe going on.
I'll take it. I will take that.
Boom.
Oh wow, with vibrant colors.
Yes.
Very vibrant.
Mm.
Is this a kids show?
It was.
It was.
I
Yeah.
wonder a lot of kids like that.
Unironically, on a super side note, I think Winx Club has some of the best world building I have ever seen in like a TV show.
That's because you haven't watched One Piece.
Oh, throwing the shade.
I mean, I hope One Piece will be good. It's over 1,000 episodes long.
It's gotta be good. I seen like the first I got stuck like a whole week watching One Piece. I had to stop it, man, because I would have been.
How far did you get?
I only saw like 7 episodes. Do you know that little? What's that dude's name? The little
Pink hair
looks like
dude?
a little bear, small little bear.
The Chopper?
He's the meme.
Yeah,
That's Chopper, but you don't
Yeah.
meet him until like.
he did. Yeah, he
way-
wasn't even like when I used to see like the pictures of One Piece, he was always in the front.
Well, yeah, because he's the mascot, but you don't meet Chopper for a long time.
Yeah,
Until you actually get into the Grand Line. That is one thing. I'm not gonna get into it.
you could talk a
Because
whole
we have
episode.
passed our
about
allowed
One Piece.
20
You can
seconds.
Yeah,
talk-
Yeah. I'm not gonna get into it because that's not the topic of today. What we were talking about was shows that mix genres between things. Like if you've ever watched Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Oh, I've seen that
Oh my
show. That
God.
show was weird, bro. Shows on
Wow.
Cartoon Network were
I love
Crazy.
Flapjack.
they were
That's a
amazing. I
throwback.
loved them.
Chowder is cool
But
too.
now, like going
Chowder.
back and
Chowder
like,
also would have been good.
Chowder's
Is it-
amazing.
Chowder
dude.
had a really distinctive
Chowder
art
was-
style, and they had that thing with the patterns.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would stay still when all the characters were moving.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Chowder.
I
What's
remember that
what's
very
another
much.
one?
From that era.
Amazing World of Gumball.
Gumball's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
that's
that
the
was a
same
little
era,
newer.
really.
That was
Yeah.
a little newer. Adventure Time.
Adventure
that
Time has a
newer?
very unique style, but they don't do anything special with their
I
animation.
Yeah.
will say the Netflix exclusive DreamWorks kid shows that have been coming out in the past few years, like Voltron, She-Ra, Carmen Sandiego, those ones, those all have very solid animation. They're very pretty shows.
That is one thing I have to give to Netflix, is that they all are very unique in their art styles, I have to say.
Yeah, like you look between Voltron and She-Ra, and like they have very distinctive styles, like very concise aesthetics as like shows, I think, it's very cool. Especially because like they're both remakes of like
Yeah.
older TV shows, and they incorporate a lot of the stylistic choices that they made in the original shows while making something new, and I think that is something that's particularly special and unique about those.
That is a good point.
No idea.
You know what's not unique? The game we're playing today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all played this
Yeah.
before?
We have not.
No, but it is a very famous game that's been going on since.
Okay.
Since
Pull up that Vine. Actually, no, I don't think we can.
I don't need to, actually.
I don't think we'd be allowed to play it anyways.
Okay. Alright. Well, y'all keep talking just for a minute while I pull everything up. Pay no attention to my screen.
So Travis, what's your favorite anime?
Favorite anime? See, I recently just got into anime. The one that pops into my mind, I want to say my favorite. 'Cause I don't think I have a favorite, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can't really choose.
It
a
would be.
favorite.
I watched the Promised Neverland. Are you
Mm.
familiar with that?
I've
That is
never,
a
seen,
very
I've never,
good
I've never
animation.
seen it, but
Dude, I watched
I've
the
heard of
full first season. I'm like, dang, let me hang
I don't
in.
know.
Brilliant.
It got a lot of hype, and it's just kind of like
I loved
okay.
I loved it. I mean, but the reason I love it might be because I haven't dived into a lot of animes.
yeah.
And she's probably seen a lot more better animes.
I've been
Dude,
watching
Naruto.
anime since I was in middle school.
Yeah.
I liked it before it was cool. I gotta get my little hipster glasses on.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't actually mean that.
Alright, guys. So this is how the game's gonna work. You get 1 point if you know the character,
I'm gonna lose.
and you get one more point if you can say where they're from. And the last couple characters,
like the show
yeah,
Or the game.
Oh man.
or game. Okay.
show, game, movie, whatever.
Like
Yeah.
remember
yeah.
what I did with the music trivia a few weeks ago? It's like that.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Are we
Yeah.
hiding it? Do we show each other?
I'm not gonna. That's y'all's decision. Y'all can do it as you please.
I mean, y'all could see
Don't
me.
be
Just
cheating.
don't cheat.
yeah. Cheat all you want.
Wait, how are we
I
gonna
just don't
see?
I think he's gonna hold the paper up for us.
care.
Oh, there's
wait,
paper.
Nope, I have this.
Oh.
You're very bad
okay.
at that.
I am.
This is me.
Who is that? This is a character.
Well, it's
Oh, I think I know that one.
we'll flip through
Oh.
as I move my screen.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all
I
right,
don't know
first
the-
one. First one.
Do you have a scorecard, or are we just like keeping all of these?
Are we showing them?
Oh.
Oh, that's right there. Okay.
Oh,
You don't have a scorecard.
I think I know this one.
I don't have a scorecard. No.
All right, we'll keep all of the things on here. So just make a little list.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just put like a little
Bam.
tally on the bottom right of your
All right.
board.
So first up, Who is this?
It's Clefairy, isn't it?
You're not supposed to
I don't
say it
know.
out loud.
You gotta.
That
you
was
gotta,
a meme.
We
gotta-
get full
I
points
don't-
if
I
we
don't
spell
know.
it right or wrong.
Oh,
right?
man.
Because
I'm
like,
not,
do
I'm
you
not gonna.
Bro,
Do you
no,
think I know how to
no,
spell-
Please do not
Wait,
take
I think
off
I was
points
just-
for spelling.
Why'd you say that? You
I'm
name.
not
You said
gonna take off for
Clefairy.
spelling.
It was a meme.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, I'll
take
show you
off
the
for
meme after.
spelling.
It's just-
Okay.
yeah.
You just. Yeah, if we took off for spelling, I'd never win any.
wait,
of
how many
these.
do you have,
Is this dude on Vine?
Tyler? How many are there?
And he's like,
Oh, 10. There are 10.
guess that Pokemon. And he goes,
The last
"Pikachu."
3 might have
And
extra
then
points
the
because
commercial
they're
images back.
a bit more
And it
difficult.
shows
You picked
Clefairy.
things that we would all know, right?
He, like,
Yes,
goes-
you all should
It
have a
was-
very
it was,
decent chance of
it was
knowing
hilarious
these
whenever
fr-
Vine
who-
was a thing.
what these are from.
Well, it
Some
was
of them just
like
have
back in
more difficult
2015,
silhouettes
2016.
or are a bit older, but they should still be famous and knowledgeable to our generation. All right, we all good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
making a little grid.
Who's that Pokemon?
Who was that?
It's Clefairy.
Oh,
That's what I
was
thought it
right.
was.
It is
I was
Clefairy.
right, 'cause
It is
it's
I
not-
went back and forth in my
It is
head for a
not-
second. I was like, is it Clefable, actually?
It's not Pikachu.
It's Clefairy, dude. I knew
It's
that.
Clefairy
You
from
should've spoiled it,
Pokemon.
man.
I get both
I didn't even
points.
mean. I didn't even know it was. I didn't know what Clefairy
So can we?
looked
Are we
like.
racing the boards after? or
Yeah,
what's-
you erased the
okay.
board.
But
just keep
keep
track of your
tally
score.
marks on the-
Just keep track of your score.
You get one if you get it right, and then you get another one if you get the show right.
Keeping a little
No,
tally. Okay.
Jigglypuff is more circular and has bigger, more anime.
No,
eyes.
I was like, is
Wait.
that Clefable?
Hey, how does scoring works? One
get 1
per
point.
character.
If someone
For
wants to
character.
fact check me and make sure that this is in fact Clefairy,
I'll take your word for it.
That's gotta be Clefairy.
because Clefable has the extra wings.
Is Clefable? Wait,
and
no.
Jigglypuff is
There was
the,
a tinier one. They added a first
They did.
evolution. I forget
Yeah.
what it's called though. Close something.
Yeah, but Jigglypuff is
I like Wigglytuff better.
weak.
Wiggly
Yeah.
tough.
Then they added
Oh,
a
those
baby
names are
Jigglypuff
goofy.
too.
All right, my boys. What's next?
What's
So
number
next
2?
one, let's see.
Smooth.
Nice.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Okay.
It's number 2.
Oh my gosh. I know who this
I
is.
lost.
All right, next one.
I don't know the characters. Oh wait.
Wait, hold on. Can I pick this up?
Who was that dude?
He's got like the most
What the
Oh,
distinguishable
I know who that is.
silhouette
man?
ever.
That's Sonic the Hedgehog. Not just playing. Nah, man. Oh man.
I think I know this only because I played Jump Force.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's in Jump Force?
He might be.
Yeah.
He could be.
Dude.
They could be.
You ready, Travis?
Do you need a hint?
Yeah, my answer is wrong. I know it's
Do you
so
want a
wrong.
hint?
Hey, if
No
you're,
hints.
if you know you're gonna get it wrong, I just go all in and just have fun with
Commit to the bit.
I'm gonna tell
Commit,
you
commit.
my guess, and
Mhm.
I know it's wrong. That's Shadow from Sonic.
Close.
What'd you say, Randon?
Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Kelly?
I also put Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, let's see it.
It's Shadow.
It is in
It's
fact
Shadow.
Yugi
It's
from
Shadow.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, that's Silver the Hedgehog.
Yu-Gi-Oh is in Jump Force.
Yeah, Yugi is.
Yeah.
His name is Yugi.
His
Yugi?
name is Yugi.
Yugi.
Okay.
It's not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
the show Yu-Gi-Oh is in Jump Force.
I didn't know it was in Jump Force.
Well, you can play as Yugi, and there's one other character you can play in Jump Force.
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting. All right, number 3. Let's
All
move.
right, number 3.
R.I.P. Jump Force.
All right,
You
this
got
is a
taken
group.
offline.
Oh
Oh,
yes, go baby! I know this one.
Oh yeah. Oh.
This is a group, because putting one of them felt like it was just
a crime.
yeah.
Do we have to name every character?
I will tell you what. If you can name every character, I will give you 1 extra point.
No.
But it has to be all of them.
Okay. Well, I'll accept my 2 points. Call it a day.
All right. Tell me when y'all are ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
All right.
I'll go last.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
It's Scooby Doo, and
I
the
just picked
character I picked
Shaggy.
is Scooby.
I picked Shabby.
It is, in fact, the mystery game from Scooby-Doo, comprised of Shaggy, Velma, Scooby, Fred, Daphne, and
Yeah,
occasionally
yeah.
Scrappy-Doo. Give me my extra point.
Scrappy
Yeah,
Doo.
but
gosh.
Scrappy Doo ain't in this photo.
That's why I said, and
Oh.
sometimes.
Yo.
Yeah, but your board doesn't say sometimes.
Oh my god. I named all 5.
Okay, Kelly. Congratulations. You do in fact get 2 points.
You didn't have to
Brandon
flex like
will
that on
also get
this.
2 points. Or no? Did he name every single character?
No.
Okay, so you just get 1.
You guys are
Oh, yeah.
underachievers.
You get your normal 2 points. Kelly will
Okay.
get a 3rd point because
Okay.
she named every single character.
Okay.
Plus Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy. I didn't even know that was a character.
Yeah,
He's
he-
basically
it's
a
like a-
mini Scooby
it's
Doo,
a
and he's a little
midget
rascal.
I never liked
He's,
Scooby
he's
Doo.
only been in like
Yeah.
3 of their shows. He's not worth mentioning.
Okay, but he was in a ton of the animated movies of the 90s. Learn your
Oh.
Scooby Doo lore.
Hey, look, I've seen both of those live action films.
Live action. I'm talking about the animated ones.
I
Anyways,
like those
moving
movies.
on.
The
What's
one-
the
the
next
one at the
All right,
island.
let's go on. Let's go on.
Oh, Zombie Island was good.
Scooby Doo.
Oh, I know this. This is easy.
All right.
Oh, let's go, baby. What is it?
All right.
Ah,
Let's
sir.
see it. Let's see it.
Oh, it's easy. Wait, is it easy?
I don't know.
I forgot
You
the
tell
names.
us.
Dang, that's crazy.
This is a really crazy show. You got it, Kevin?
This show
I'm
was so
ready.
iconic.
This one had to go on here with how that
That show was crazy. with
animation in this show-
so weird.
I had to put it on.
There's a human with upside down mouth talking
I
as
know.
a character.
I've watched that video too.
Okay, are we all ready?
Yeah.
All
It
right.
is Gumball and Darwin from
Yep.
The Amazing World of
Gumball.
Oh
Gumball.
yeah.
and
I got the
Darwin.
same thing. Look at that. Show you.
Nice.
Gumball, Darwin. I almost forgot Darwin's name.
Good
to be honest
job.
with you.
All of you get your 2 points.
I'm in the lead.
Congrats.
by 1.
Oh,
Okay,
messed
it's
up.
more than you.
And there's still time, Brandon. Don't you worry.
You're right.
All right. Next up. Try this one on for size.
Oh yes, go. Let's go. I know this.
This one is a little more difficult.
I forgot the name though.
Oh, I know.
Dude, I feel so mad. I forgot the name of this.
I can't
Yeah.
black marker
This
on my
one's
white.
more difficult.
Love this show though. It's
I
a
know
great
the
show.
show. I don't
But
know
it
the
would
name.
also be a crime not to add this one on here.
Yeah, for real. Stop motion, right? Oh, never mind. I can't say anything.
You should just be quiet.
I'm
You've
not
been-
gonna.
you've been
I'm not
spoiling
gonna
the
get
whole
in
game,
trouble if I
Brandon.
spell the
Well,
name wrong, right?
Brandon's been
No,
spoiling
you,
everything.
you can misspell as long as it is distinguishable as what it is. You can sound
Hold
it out.
on. Is there a time limit, dude? I'm
Mm-mm.
just blank.
Just tell me when y'all are ready.
I'm ready.
He's not. I'm good.
Man,
Take your time.
All right.
But you
I,
got 10.
I think I'm just no. I'm
Nice.
just blank. Just go ahead. I love this show, but
This
my
is-
We'll give you 10 seconds. 10,
9.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're not gonna get it, are you?
I'm not gonna get it.
Okay, we're just going.
I just love this show though.
Chicken Run.
It's Shaun the Sheep, right?
No, it's not. Those are both wrong.
Those are both wrong.
What?
No, Shaun the Sheep is different. Those are not. That's a dog and a human.
This is Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit. That's what it is.
None of us got it right.
What? I never.
Congratulations,
I thought
you
I was-
both got
Hey,
the
I
correct
think
studios,
yeah.
and none of those get the point.
I mean, it's a very distinctive style.
Yeah.
That is the correct
This show
studio
was an
and the
amazing show,
wrong
though.
show.
I do
show was
remember
so
watching that show.
He went on the moon. Got some cheeses, crackers. You know.
Oh my gosh. that's
yeah,
right.
the
I love how
cheese-
we all got that one wrong. Amazing.
All right.
Moving on.
I forgot the name already.
Wallace and Gromit.
That's why I
Okay.
made a chicken noise. I thought it was Chicken Run.
I was like,
My
oh, it's
bad, I
Shaun the
was
Sheep.
Completely wrong.
Nope.
Okay.
No, Wallace and Gromit.
All right, what's
That's a good one.
next?
That was a
yeah.
good one. Yeah.
Where
Oh, that's my boy right there. I know that
Curse of the
man.
Were Rabbit is my favorite.
Okay.
All right.
See what's
Next up.
next.
This one's pretty famous. I think
Oh,
y'all, I
shoot.
think y'all should get it pretty easy.
I think I know this one.
That is not the right word.
I think from here it's gonna get a little more difficult. Only slightly.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Alright. Everyone got it?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
That's Luigi.
It's Mario.
That's
Luigi.
Luigi.
It's Luigi.
He's tall.
It's Luigi
Let's
from,
go, baby.
from-
Take that, Randy.
from the Mario franchise
got-
and Luigi's
I
Mansion.
did Super Mario Bros. So I get 1 point.
Super Mario Bros. Luigi.
I named both franchises that he's from.
I'm very glad y'all got it. And I can't lie, Randon, I'm very happy that you fell for it. Because that was
Oh.
why I put his silhouette
Yeah,
up
Mario's a
here.
little shorter and fatter.
Exactly.
Imagine
I was
not
hoping
being
that
able
y'all
to differentiate between the Mario Bros.
Yeah, I was hoping that y'all get confused.
That
But
good, Brandon?
I'm also very proud that y'all were able to see it.
Sir.
I'm sorry, Randon.
I played
It's okay.
too much Super Paper Mario as a child to get this wrong.
It's a great game.
It is so
I love
Mm.
Mario.
Anyways, next
All right.
one.
All right, good job.
Flip the page.
Next.
Do you not know how to use tally mark?
Let's go,
I'm
baby.
doing that on purpose.
Let's go. What is this? I wonder if I get this one wrong.
You got to tell me.
No, wait. I'm actually.
It
Hang
could
on.
be. It could literally be any of
It could
them.
be anyone.
It could be
I
any of them.
I think I know what Tyler put, though.
I think it could be
I know Tyler.
anyone.
Here's my thing. Because I feel like it could be either one of two characters, and I actually don't know which one it is.
You just gotta think that I put Luigi on there to trick you on before.
Can I put both and just get credit if I can?
No, that's cheating.
Nope. Cannot do that.
Okay.
Okay. I.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
Shadow from Sonic.
I put Shadow as well.
I also put Shadow, but I feel like it could be Silver.
I think it's Sonic. This man tricked us. It's probably Sonic. Watch.
No, because the
No,
shoes.
because it doesn't have that one at the
The
very top that
shoes.
Sonic has.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Shadow. We good.
The secret's in the shoes.
Okay, cool.
The secret
No,
is in
no, yeah, look
the
at his
spikes.
shoes.
They all have different spikes.
Sonic's shoes are more round and red, right?
Round
Correct.
shoes.
Sonic has actual shoes.
What does he have? Those are.
They're
ugly as
actually
heck.
like
Have you guys seen the
Jets,
Sonic Abridged
air
series on
things.
He got
YouTube?
track shoes on.
Because there's a ton of TikTok audios that got really popular from the Sonic Abridged series that's just like, you can't defeat me with the power of friendship. I am the devil from the Bible. So,
That 3D game they
You
came out with
fool.
was so good.
I have
Adventure,
47
Sonic
alternate
Frontiers?
Oh,
accounts.
Sonic
Yeah.
Adventures is really
where you can
good.
be the bad guys. You can be Sonic in it, and you can pick the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the one where the guy destroys the moon?
What the heck?
I'm not sure.
that
Oh,
doesn't
this-
look right.
This one, okay. This one is the more difficult stuff. This one,
Okay.
these last three, these are amping it up. I will
Okay.
I will let y'all ask a question or give a hint for this.
Is it a TV show? Wait, no, wait. We have to collectively get a hint, right? It's not just my
Or do
hint.
we each get one hint?
Because don't scratch that if it's collective.
Collective.
Okay.
What question do you guys think would be?
But you gotta be quick
I
about it.
think
You gotta
that's a
be
good
quick.
show. I mean,
Is it a
question.
TV show or movie?
I think that's a.
You think that's a good one?
But can it only be
it
yes or no
is.
questions or what?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
No.
It's too easy.
What is that?
It's too easy.
Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, is that the question we're going with?
It is
I don't
not.
know who else it could be.
It is not from a TV show.
I knew it. I knew it.
I think I know it.
I don't
If I
know
get
what
it
it's
right,
from, though. I
feel
know who it is.
amazing.
I don't know what it's from.
Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna cry. I don't
This
know.
is
who it
this is a pretty famous movie.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Travis, are you ready? Because I
Yeah.
don't think Brandon's got
I think I
this.
got it.
know, I know.
Okay.
I can't.
This is Roger Rabbit,
I did
correct?
that too. Roger Rabbit.
You guys would be correct.
Let's go. That was good.
It's Roger Rabbit from Roger Rabbit,
we were just
right?
talking. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I put just Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I was just talking about that movie.
We were just talking
yeah.
about Roger Rabbit for whatever reason.
It is a really good film of cross adaptation or of
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica.
Unfortunately,
get that
I do
one.
not think
I thought that was
her
Nesquik
silhouette
at
would have
first.
been much more noticeable.
Nesquik.
It also might
Yeah,
have got
Bugs-
us banned from Twitch.
Bugs Bunny is more lean. He's taller.
That
and
was gonna be my hint. Was that this
Yeah.
is not Bugs Bunny?
No, he wrote down Bugs Bunny, and I was just like, "That's wrong. I know that's not Bugs Bunny."
That's the only person.
That
that
was
was gonna be
Nesquik
my.
at first.
That was gonna be my.
Nesquik.
I thought it was Nesquik at first. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that
The
would have been
Nesquik
a good.
Rabbit. That would have been
would've
funny.
been
That would have been funny. I didn't even think to use like a commercialized characters. I could use
Tricks
Snap,
are for
Crackle, and
kids.
Pop.
The Peanut Man.
Nah, the Peanut Man would have been
Peanut Man.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid guy.
Windows Clip. What's his name? Clippy.
Clip.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that would've been a good one.
That would have been interesting. I don't think I would have put him on here though. All right. Well, congratulations for getting Roger Rabbit. I thought y'all would have more trouble with it.
Oh my
You
God.
have little faith.
Maybe a little bit. How about this one?
That could be anybody.
What? That's not specific enough at all.
That's Brandon's grandma.
That's
It's Brandon's grandma.
that's exactly why it's here. I will give y'all a
Okay.
hint.
I got it. I got
Or
it.
y'all-
No hint. Just kidding. If they want one.
Because the silhouette is very hard, but this
I
is a
got it.
very famous character from a very famous franchise.
I got it.
franchise.
Hear me out. Hear me out on this. I'm picking the hint. I'm gonna say this to him first before, just to confirm. What color is her dress?
Okay. That
Well-
wouldn't give me anything,
well,
but that's a good
no,
question.
is it a yes or no question? Because that would just
It
give the
doesn't have to
character.
be yes or no.
That would give the character. That
You
would give
cannot-
it away.
You cannot ask
That would just give it away.
if they are from this show or movie.
Okay.
That's the one.
What color is her dress?
If you say the color and it's the color I think it is, it's gonna give the character away easily.
I'm pretty sure the color of her dress is green.
Okay, I got it. I know.
I don't know. I might be right. Might be wrong. I think I'm wrong.
I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
It's Fiona. From
It's
Shrek.
Fiona from Shrek.
Oh shoot!
What'd you put?
I put the grandma from Crudge Cradley Dog.
Oh, interesting.
That would have been a good one,
would've
actually.
been a good
I don't know
would-
her name, but I don't think she has a
Muriel.
name.
Her name is Muriel.
How do you know that?
Because I watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. Eustace
Is it
was the old man.
Fiona
I
from
don't know.
Shrek?
Old man.
It is in fact Fiona from Shrek.
Knew it.
Alright,
So good at
crazy.
asking hint questions.
Also a very famous franchise.
Yeah, we
that
said.
very-
I knew I was wrong. We said franchise. Like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Is that a franchise? Famous
No,
franchise?
not yet.
Nah.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Are we on our last one?
We have one final one.
All
I
right. Flip
think.
that page, Brandon. Let's see it.
And this one's difficult.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know this one. Let's go, baby. I love
But-
this.
Hey,
Who
where's
is
our
it?
opportunity for bonus points?
I got this. Let me guess first.
I think you already
please.
got your bonus point, Kelly.
Love
I
this.
want more.
Love this, man. This is my favorite one.
Am I getting like eraser?
Did you make
dust
this,
on my
Tyler?
phone?
I made this whole thing.
I like what you did here.
Personally, I think you could have made it
Oh, I know.
harder.
No talking.
This is a.
What's his name?
Don't say it. If you give that hint, I
what's
think you're
his
thinking.
Wait, wait,
you're
wait,
gonna-
wait, wait.
Here's my
ruin
thing.
it.
I
Is
don't
that
know
like
his name.
you might
I
know where
know
he's
what it- I
from,
know what it's
but
from.
do you
Here's-
really know who he is?
No.
I do. I do.
Um,
I watched this show
I
so much
know.
as a kid. I was a
I-
bad
This
kid.
is
know.
probably the hardest question.
okay, here. Can I ask the hint question?
Yeah, I'll go
Well,
with
it depends. What's the hint question?
What
I'm
are you
gonna get it
gonna-
wrong.
What are you gonna ask?
I
I
get
was-
points.
This is not my official answer. This is me double checking with them. Turn your ears away.
Turn my ears-
Judge.
I'll just turn off the
Um,
microphone.
Is there a running joke about killing this character
Yes.
every episode? Is that a good hint question?
That's a great hint. That's a great
Well, that
hint.
just gives it away.
It's a
Is
great
there
hint.
a running joke about this character dying
He's
in
like,
every
"No."
episode?
He's like, no, not every episode. Technically, not every episode. Okay.
Most episodes.
Okay, we can just say that we know who this character is. Okay.
You don't know his name.
I don't know his
You
name,
know his
but I know
name.
the show.
Answer the
Yes.
question, Tyler.
Yes. It is
We
him.
Great.
all we
It
know.
is in fact him.
I'll let
No.
you know. I've never watched South Park.
Really,
I've seen a few episodes.
dude? I
It
was
is
my dad would let me
Kenny
watch this
from
as a
South
kid.
Ken,
he would let you.
He would let me.
What?
Dude, I was a
and
good
he
kid,
has,
man.
He has the most generic outline.
You think so? I knew it right away.
No, out of the four boys, yeah, definitely. But
Okay.
here's my thing. Do you know that there's a whole episode dedicated in South Park to making everyone's look exactly the same?
Really?
Yes, there's an episode where like this I don't know what happens exactly. I haven't actually watched the episode. I've only seen it in clips. But like something happens to the school and everyone has to shave their head and they have to wear the same exact clothes.
Okay.
And the only person that they know who is who is Cartman, I think.
He's fat.
Exactly.
That's
So
funny.
there are jokes in the show where they're like meta jokes where they're like, "No, you're Kyle. No, and I'm this dude, and you're this person. Oh, but I thought I was supposed to be that. No, you're this person."
That's cool. I haven't.
Okay.
Like,
And I
haven't-
actually
yeah.
wanted to put that photo on here instead because like I don't know, I can tell them apart.
We'd
Alright.
probably get Stan if he did that. He's like the generic
How
character.
many points did you get, Travis?
12.
14.
19.
Wait, how'd you get more than me? I think I just stopped counting. I think I stopped tallying it. I think I had too much fun. But I definitely lost.
Yeah.
You definitely won.
I got the bonus point, and it really put me ahead.
All right. Either way, congratulations everyone. You did great. I had a lot of fun with this.
That was great.
So I'm very happy that we did this.
Mm.
Um,
I'll do this again.
I wanted to do like
Tyler,
a
you gotta be part of the game instead of being the host next time.
Who's gonna host it?
I would
then?
love to
who
host.
wants to make the game though?
Unless you would like to host.
I'll make the game.
No, I did the music trivia like 2 weeks
Yeah, that
ago.
was
Now
good.
it's your
Okay.
turn.
Cool.
But
Yeah, we did like video game soundtracks. It was
Okay.
fun.
that was fun.
I think the hotkeys are actually still just like on the computer.
They are. They are.
Play
in
it.
fact.
Play it real quick.
Oh my gosh! Of course, this is the first one.
What? That was literally the first one
I
you
did put this one in first.
I don't know it.
You should have put
You
Sans
This
in
is
there.
the biggest
You should
meme
have put
song.
Sans in there as a silhouette.
That actually would have been a good idea with the.
The running joke now for the podcast, every time we do a trivia thing like this or like a game, Sans always has to be the first one. Always.
That would have been funny. I actually wanted to put a continue the South Park running joke of Kenny dying in mind by like adding the car driving
Oh,
animation at
that's
the end.
funny.
And just,
I
like,
think my
go,
hint
meow.
questions were very well thought out.
Yeah.
I think that your hint questions were very well thought out. I didn't like your last hint question because it made it too obvious.
It just gave it away.
It gave it away.
That's the point. It's
Well, I
me
mean,
confirming
everyone-
that
I
I'm
don't-
correct.
I don't want it to give it away. It's,
You know you
it's
look
like
like Kenny?
It's like asking, hey,
He
what
looks like
show
Kenny
is
a
this
little
from?
bit.
I look like
He has
Kenny?
the same hair color as you.
Kenny's
actually,
a
no.
ginger?
No, never mind. He has blonde hair, I think.
I don't know anything about
You ever
South
seen that
Park.
episode
Kenny-
where he?
Why are we still playing Megalovania?
Kenny has blonde hair.
He is blonde.
Yeah, you just can't see it behind the red.
We're just gonna let Megalovania keep going.
Does anyone have any objections to it?
Outro music.
Outro music. No, we have our question of the week.
Oh yeah, the question of the week. Let's get on to that.
Play the outro music and just walk out.
Yeah, I'll make sure. Kelly has provided us now with all of the outro music that we'll ever need. So,
What are they? There's like 12 songs there, right?
No, just Megalovania.
in fact,
Just
yes.
Megalovania. Extended mix on YouTube, 6 hours.
All right.
I like 24 hours.
I don't think I could deal with that
Extended
much Megalovania.
We need to get Jaden
I
here.
personally like
Yeah.
the electric violin version.
I can't believe how many versions of Megalovania
if I was in that-
exist.
if I was in the game y'all played, I only got none. I swear, I feel like I know no soundtracks.
That's like my whole shtick.
Do you play
Oh,
video
last-
games? at
Oh,
all?
I was heavy into video games actually.
What kind of video games?
All types, retro, new age. Like I was big into.
Wait.
like,
Play
Final-
number 2. Play number 2. Wait, no, I think it's
I
number
never
3,
played
actually.
any Final
Hang on.
Fantasy.
No, let me pull up the list. I still have the list. I want to see if Travis gets one.
Okay, I might know a few.
Yeah, it was number 2. Never mind.
It's Halo.
Yeah, that's.
He gets it.
You would have got one at least.
Sure.
But which Halo?
3.
Yeah.
2.
Two.
Oh, I thought it was.
You can go with the first one because
It's the Mjolnir mix.
Okay.
You would have gotten a point for knowing the franchise, but not for the game, because
Okay.
it was 3 points. Tyler
Oh,
ripped off my
okay.
point system.
You know,
It was fresh on the mind.
It was just a game, Kelly. Just a game. All right, guys. Well, now that we're here,
No, this is some good outro music right here.
This is
Okay,
actually
anyway.
intro music.
Like this.
It's the
Well, I'm
menu
talking
theme.
about.
No, I'm messing with
Okay.
him. Nonetheless, question of the week.
all right, let's finish this off, guys. Let's go. What's your favorite animation studio? Don't forget that there are also American-made animation studios like Disney, DreamWorks,
Pixar.
Pixar. Thank you. What are some other American ones? Honestly, I don't know.
That's about it.
That's okay. For someone who was vying for them, I just lost.
I'm
it.
gonna tell you right now. My answer is
Go for it.
Madhouse.
Madhouse is pretty good.
Madhouse, if you guys didn't know, does things Death Note, Card Capture Sakura,
Death Note's fire.
Nana. Nana is so
I've
good.
only ever heard of Death Note. I've never heard of it.
That's because the other 2 are shoujos.
What are
Mm.
shoujos?
They're not battle anime.
Not necessarily. Well,
Kelly.
also Madhouse did Claymore.
Is Claymore a shoujo?
I'm pretty sure Claymore is a shonen.
That was the point I was trying to.
Shonen are like battle anime. right?
No.
No, but we're not getting into this.
Yeah. Not
The
right now.
general
After.
consensus
After.
is that shonens are battle anime. Can we?
That
Like
no.
Naruto.
No.
We're just gonna. General.
Their demographics, or shonen is aimed at young adolescent men.
Young
That's
adolescent.
messed up. Don't say that.
and
What
thus
does that mean?
fighting, action.
It
She just
generally,
doesn't like that type of anime.
It
that's all.
does generally encompass a lot of action, and then you move on to seinen, which is like for older men. Shoujo is for young adolescent girls, and josei is for older women.
Mm.
Those are the 4 demographics of manga and anime that you're gonna find.
Okay. Animation Studios.
Mappa.
Lyrical Lemonade.
Lemonade, oh my
Uh,
god.
Lyrical Lemonade? What's that?
really? Search it up.
It's
It's a music video. Wait, there's animation in it.
yeah, there's
Yo,
animation.
is
Yeah,
that
but who did the animation?
Really?
Who is what I'm asking.
Lyrical Lemonade. Oh, what's his name?
Cole
Cole Bennett.
Cole Bennett.
Well, hold on. Is that who sang the song?
No.
No, that's the person. He makes music videos for artists and he puts animation in it.
No, like edits it.
Yeah,
and-
he puts a little animation. I wouldn't say it's an animation studio. That was just like a funny thing to
Yeah.
say.
Lemonade.
I mean, you could. I mean, technically, you can say that.
It's a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't like that.
my answer is Madhouse.
Mappa solely because of Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's amazing.
Lyrical Lemonade drops a trailer for Minions: The Rise of Gru.
He did that. See what I say, man?
I'm gonna say that I'm not the biggest fan of the Minions and Despicable Me franchise.
Dude,
I
love that.
ended it at Despicable Me 2, and I think that's it. I think that's all I needed to see.
Mm.
I liked both of them.
I would also
I don't think I needed to see 3.
say Studio Bones because the Studio Bones stuff is gorgeous. Bungo Stray Dogs is gorgeous. Gorgeous show. So Madhouse and Studio Bones for me.
Tyler, what about you?
I went through this a lot, and I wanted to say something like Bones or Madhouse because they're really good, but in the end, I kind of got sentimental and started thinking about all the old animation stuff that I enjoyed as a child, and I thought of like Treasure Planet,
Yeah.
which had a great mixing between its traditional 2D animation and the starships.
What's the one that he turned into a llama?
That's
Emperor's.
New Groove.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that's
Emperor's
DreamWorks.
New Groove.
I think it's DreamWorks.
It
But
might
yeah,
be
that one,
DreamWorks. I
Treasure
enjoyed,
Planet's
I enjoyed that one
amazing.
also.
I thought
but
that was
that's-
Treasure
Disney.
Planet and like The Road to El Dorado and Milo and
My Stitch.
Atlantis, the Atlantis movie.
yeah.
That one.
Milo and
No,
Stitch.
the way that
Lilo and
they
Stitch.
all
Lilo and Stitch.
the way that they all like interweave their portion of 3D into it was really good. Like the Jaguar in
Emperor's New Groove.
you said it was Road to El Dorado.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Jaguar scene in Emperor's New Groove though is also very good.
Mm.
When he gets like lost in the forest and he's chased by all the jaguars.
I don't remember that.
Imagine not remembering.
It's
that.
been a while since I've seen it. I'm sorry.
Or the squirrel with the balloon animal and he like pops it with the needle.
squeaking, squeaking, squeak, squeak.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
boy.
the early 2000s of like DreamWorks was its golden age when they were making all those really
DreamWorks.
really fun like
Yeah.
interesting stories.
And that's-
Atlantis is such a good movie. Like, you know that one?
Yes.
So
No, I agree. But second one. Have you watched the second?
It's okay.
I
All
don't
of those
like it.
sequels.
Here's
they
my-
just-
I-
Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Here's my
Come on
theory.
there right now.
My theory is that Atlantis 2 is just a whole bunch of pilots to make a Atlantis television series
Yeah,
wrapped together. 'Cause
it is basically an anthology.
They changed the main voice actor of the guy, and then yeah, it is just it's a whole bunch of 30-minute segments.
Nickelodeon. No, it gave me
Cartoon
me
Network.
the cartoons I loved as a kid. I mean, speaking on like animation style, Nickelodeon's at the bottom, right? But like, I just love Nickelodeon because it gave me great shows.
There,
as a kid.
there are a lot of good Nickelodeon shows. I'm
Whatever
trying to-
studio was in charge of Avatar: The Last Airbender
and
and
Eddie.
Legend of Korra.
Nickelodeon.
Well,
SpongeBob.
yeah, like Nickelodeon was the producers, but they
You're
weren't
right.
the animators.
SpongeBob.
So like whoever animated Legend of Korra and Avatar: The Last Airbender, because those are gorgeous, gorgeous
I
shows.
think my
Well, I
favorite
think there might
animation
be
is-
more. There's more to like it's the choreography that I think is really what.
No,
added to it.
exactly. It's
More than the-
so fluid.
Tyler Studios.
Tyler Studios.
Tyler J.
Nah,
Beeson.
that's not my. It's a. If I ever get a studio, it's gonna be Curious Chaos.
Curious Chaos.
Yeah, Curious Chaos.
Calling it now.
I am. I already got it. JM Animation, DR Movie, and MOI Animation.
They're dope. Shout out to them.
South Korean studios too. There you
All
go.
right. All right. Tyler, what's your answer?
It was DreamWorks.
Ah,
Just because they laid the foundation for me really enjoying animated stuff and just the mixing of the genres.
Fair enough.
Mm,
I respect that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the question of the week.
nice.
That kind of that does wrap it up for us today, unfortunately. So, that's the end of our show. I want to thank y'all for showing up here today, and I can't wait to see y'all next week. But if you're looking for more Cruising the Planet, you can find us on YouTube. We
We do episode every week.
We do episode every week.
We
We
episode.
upload at 5 p.m. on Mondays. And if you're looking for more Tarleton Radio, we can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at KXDR The Planet 100.7. We'll be back next week with another episode. But until then, keep cruising. Bye, y'all.
See you guys.
Yes, sir.
Stop.